Hello guys, welcome to another Stock Valley video. In this video, we are going to talk about 5 of the most popular and highly discussed stocks. These stocks are currently very ambitious and quite popular on Wall Street right now. So, what do these 5 companies do? First, NVIDIA, which as you know, produces AI chips. Second is Rocket Lab, which is a space company. As you know, third is IONQ, a quantum computing company. Fourth is ASTS, one of the satellite internet providers. And lastly, OKLO, a nuclear energy stock. Now, we will go through these 5 stocks step by step, one by one, and try to share with you how they've been performing. Let's start with NVIDIA. For those who might not know, let's give a brief explanation. You know the value of chips in AI. They are currently dominating the data centers, and it is one of the largest artificial intelligence companies in the world. NVIDIA still looks like the momentum leader because it continues and will continue its AI investments. As you can see, after opening around the $208 levels, the stock went all the way up to the $236 level. And right now, just like before, we are seeing some slight profit taking in May. This profit taking will likely bounce from yesterday's $218 level, or maybe drop to $216, or even $214, $213, right where it catches up with the 50-day moving average. From there, it could make a bounce and continue on its way. Prior to this, it had maintained its position inside a horizontal channel for a long time, $170 at the bottom and $208 at the top. Once that recent unbreakable $208 record was broken, it rapidly surged straight to the $236 level. Rocket Lab's second stock is Rocket Lab. What does Rocket Lab do? It continues its operations in rocket manufacturing, space launches, and it's doing quite well in the satellite business too. Rocket Lab is frankly seen as a new mini SpaceX by many investors. Because of this, as you can see, it has made magnificent moves over the last few days, surging from the $79 up to the $137. The contribution of this rally is basically a clear 70 to 80% gain for its investors. Yesterday, the price action was a bit volatile, reaching up to the $136, $137 levels. It looks like it needs a resting phase right now, as if it's telling investors, I've completed my climb, I need to rest here a bit, hinting at its next moves. Future targets appear to be $147 and $161 for Rocket Lab. IONQ next stock is IONQ. As you know, IONQ is focused on quantum computing techniques and computers. The quantum sector hasn't fully broken out yet, but for risk-tolerant investors, it could offer very promising things in the future. As you can see before, it had massive rallies from $7.50 to $35, and even from $3 to $21. Also, in August 2 years ago, it went from $6 to $53, and after bottoming out at $18, it went all the way up to $84. For IONQ currently, we recently went from $26 to $59 on March 30th. There seems to be a resting phase in the stock right now. If you pay attention, a heavy profit taking occurred 3 to 4 weeks ago after the climb, during the week of April 27th. But our 50-week moving average currently shows that it's acting as support. The best thing to follow here is the weekly chart. If the weekly chart continues like this, prices might do a trend retest and continue on their way. Because, let me draw it here. We had a downtrend channel here, and as you can see, it was broken with strong momentum and the direction is pointing upwards. Our next stock is ASTS. What does ASTS do? It offers space-based internet services. It's very speculative, but due to its story, it attracts a lot of attention. Actually, when you look at it, the range is $77 at the bottom and $130 at the top, which looks like about a 35 to 40% movement range. But our current position shows that profit taking has arrived in the short term, and the stock is inside a correction channel. This selling pressure will probably go down further. Frankly, If our 100-day moving average, let me make it yellow here so it's clearer, if our 200-day moving average continues like this, it looks like we will drop below our red line. The price action could drop from here, catching the 100-day moving averages, meaning we could drop down to the $59, $60 levels. If our current correction channel continues, our support range seems to be at the $61, $70 levels. If this correction channel breaks and we continue upward, and if we draw a Fibonacci retracement level here, honestly, seeing $150, $170 on this stock in the future is not that difficult. This is the technical outlook. OKLO final stock is OKLO. OKLO builds small modular nuclear reactors, as you know. Right now, it seems to have lost some of its momentum, with the trend pointing downwards. But as nuclear energy comes back onto the global agenda, OKLO is one of the companies drawing attention. Previously, around October 2025, it had gone up to the $193 level. And as of now, the prices look like they are in a retest mode following a drop. This week we already have a 5.93% loss. Looking at the weekly chart, as you can see, the 50-week moving average is currently acting as resistance. But we see the 100-week moving average is acting as support. There is a bit of confusion and indecision in the stock here. Let me color this white, actually. Let me make it green. That's better. In this zone, we might continue our way by moving in a sine wave pattern. Pullbacks down to the $45 levels would be logical, and as you can see on the weekly chart, our 200-day moving average has caught up with the prices. Why wouldn't we see such a movement in the upcoming periods? When we look at its history, you'll notice that such price action actually started to become quite aggressive after March 2024. Hopefully, it plays out well for you too. What do you guys think about the massive potentials in this video? You can share your thoughts with me down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and drop a like on the video. I wish you all massive profits.